Well, this week I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are here for our annual Retail Loco Fall Conference, our executive summit. Excited to be here, and so the podcast this week will not be a normal show where we cover, four stories and talk about news from our industry. Instead, we wanted to bring you some highlights of the conference itself, some of the speakers that were there, some of the brands that were represented, from Michael Kors to the Atlanta Falcons to JLL, discussions about mobile payments, robots, restaurant innovation with Tropical Smoothie, and everything in between. So just a few clips that we wanted to share with you from different speakers, from our dinners, and give you a taste of what is a Retail Loco, and hopefully you'll be able to join us for the next one. Thanks, everybody. All right, hi, Asif Khan, founder and president of the Location-Based Marketing Association. Excited to be at our speakers dinner here at Retail Loco in Atlanta, and we're just looking forward to a good day tomorrow, all sorts of fantastic speakers and content, and I'll hand it over to one of them.
Hello, thank you for having me. Georgina Nelson, CEO and founder of True Rating, and we do game-changing customer analytics, and hopefully you can join us tomorrow to hear more about it. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Sam Gallucci with Optex, and it's great to be here, and we have a lot of great things to share.
Hi, I'm Ben Norris with Optex. We are here at Retail Loco for the speakers dinner, and tomorrow we'll be presenting on our Optex sensing technology for automatic doors and how it could be incorporated into all the other technologies that end users are using.
Hello, I'm CJ Johnson. I'm with Revolution Agency, and we have a great program for you tomorrow. I have Michael Kors brand from the luxury sector of retail. We also have the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta United at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, local sports teams, and we'll finish up with JLL Real Estate. So we're really excited to bring it to you tomorrow. Thank you.
I'm Carsten, co-president of the LBMA. Great to be back here in town in Atlanta. We have run so many conferences here, so it's always great fun. The connection to the brands and the retailers here on site is very strong, so happy to be here. In my role of Swamini, the Chief Revenue Officer there, we will do an announcement tomorrow about opening our program Arrive as a VPS system to the public. So very looking forward to this, and an exciting show for all of us.
Andrew. Hello. This is Andrew Morris. I'm with a consultancy called the FinTech Agenda. Excited to be a part of the LBMA community. I'll be moderating a panel tomorrow on use of payments data and point-of-sale data and marketing, including Georgina, who you met just a minute ago. Should be great networking and content tomorrow. Happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Tyler Hargrove. I'm Senior Corporate Partnership Sales Manager with AMB Sports Entertainment, so it's Arthur M. Blank Sports Entertainment, better known as the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta United, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm here today I was honored to be asked to be a panelist to just kind of talk about what's happening in the sports entertainment world, specifically from an innovation and a technology standpoint, and what does that mean for this fan experience. For us working in sports, that's really what it boils down to. That's the most important thing, is what is the experience that any one of our guests that come inside of our stadium, how do they leave? What is the impression and kind of the feeling that they have when they leave our building and when they go back home? We want to make sure that it's soup to nuts, the best experience that they possibly can get. And where that really lends itself into technology and innovation is you got to make sure you're at the forefront. So it's sports entertainment is very much a copycat industry of other teams. They're looking at other teams of what are the best practices, who are the best partners, what are kind of the best strategies of moving forward and making sure that you are as efficient as possible and you're creating the best hospitality experience. So for us, we have a great innovation team that is just constantly looking at what is the next best thing from a technology standpoint and what does that mean for sports entertainment, and ultimately how does that tie back to the fan experience.
Absolutely. You were talking about a lot of upcoming events in your venue. So what are the highlights for the next years? What are you working for?
Yeah, so we're smack dab in the middle of Atlanta Falcons season. We're having a very good one so far. We're at the tail end of Atlanta United season. We actually got a big playoff game happening tonight. And then, circle back to next year, we got the College Football National Championship. And then looking a little bit further ahead, we have the World Cup happening in our stadium in 2026. We have the Super Bowl in 2028, and then we had the men's Final Four happening in 2031. So we opened our stadium back in 2017, and all these major events, and in a couple of cases, global events, really is kind of a reflection of the stadium, first and foremost being the physical structure that allows these things to be possible, but then really kind of the commitment that our organization and the leaders of our organization has made towards the city, and understanding that we are just kind of one piece of a much bigger puzzle of, what can we do to just continue to enhance the city of Atlanta, and how do we continue to bring people in here, and how do we continue to get people excited about wanting to come here. And the best way to do that is come up with some events and being able to be the host of events that is going to get global attention, national attention, everybody to say, hey, there's a lot of really, really great things happening in Atlanta. We got to be there. We got to be a part of it, whether that's from a business standpoint or a personal standpoint. We want the city to be as galvanized and supportive of these events as possible, and we love, as an organization, that we're a key pillar to be able to make it happen.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Georgina Nelson, founder and CEO of True Rating, and we do real-time customer analytics taken at the POS.
Right, so you're here at Retail Loco, obviously the LBMA conference in Atlanta. What's been the biggest takeaway that you've gotten out of the day so far?
It's been phenomenal. Such amazing, thought-provoking content. And I think really just hearing from retailers how they're developing the latest AI technologies, what they're putting in their investment dollars behind from a technology perspective, but ultimately how it's all driven to lead to a better customer experience. So I think, as one of the panelists said, it's investing in that busy work and that behind the scenes technology so they can free up their store associates to be out there providing better experience to the customers, which is my love language.
Amazing, yeah. And so obviously this, I think, is your first exposure to the LBMA community. I mean, how do you see yourself being involved in it going forward?
Yeah, it seems, an exceptionally open community where people want to share their experiences, good and bad, and help each other, which is what you always dream of in a business community. And just in this short day, I've already had many doors open and people keen to talk afterwards and share knowledge. It's just fantastic. So really excited to begin the journey.
Amazing. Well, we're really thankful to have you here for what you shared in your session today, and glad to have you as part of it. So thanks so much. Much appreciated.
Thank you for having me.
Hey there, my name's Braden Turner, Vice President of Digital and Restaurant Technology at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
All right, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us at Retail Loco. Obviously we've had a whole day of content already, but is there anything that stood out to you from a learning perspective, or any tidbit that you've been able to pick up so far?
Yeah, great people speaking today from different industries. It's always great to spend time with fellow Atlantans and talking about the challenges that we will face. I think something that stood out for me today, Georgina from True Rating spoke about capturing guest sentiment in the moment and the value of that. And what was really interesting was that it's one question. Like, what's that one thing that you want to understand from your customers? Capture that in the moment, make it easy for them, and then use that data, connect it with point of sale information, the transaction data, and really learn from that. So I think that was a great insight for me.
Excellent. Yeah. So I think, like, for me, sort of the idea of mashing up all these different data sets, be it transaction data, foot traffic information, couponing information, loyalty, and how we kind of, sew that all together. But that can be difficult, right, in our organizations, right? There's still a lot of silos of data.
It definitely is. And, the importance of these platforms connecting, to be able to bring that data in. I think something for us that's really important is that customer data platform. We've invested in that heavily, and we rely on that to bring in those different data sets, make the data consistent, and then when we push it downstream to other platforms, it's the same wherever we're looking at that data. So I think that for us, that's an important technology that we leverage.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Ben Norris with Optex, Vice President of Sales and Marketing, and we're here today at Retail Loco 2024 in Atlanta, and having a really eventful information and sessions with all of the location-based marketing association organizations that are here today. Our biggest takeaway today with all of this information that we learned is that automatic door sensors, which is a sensor technology that Optex provides not only North American companies and automatic door manufacturers, but the world, we're very complementary to all of the offerings and technologies that these organizations within the LBMA offer. So today we're finding a lot of these sessions very valuable for information standpoint, and we're taking all this information back to our corporate head HQ, and we're going to be coming out with some new products to help incorporate into automatic door sensor technology so that at the end of the day we can integrate into all of these other technologies that you see indoors and outdoors.
Great. So, and I mean, obviously, Optex is one of the sponsors of the event today. So, is this, obviously you see this as a venue that, is useful for exposing your brand as well?
Of course, yeah, very useful from educational standpoint, from a networking standpoint, and also just from a learning standpoint. We could all kind of collaborate together, and we learn a little bit about each other's companies, learn about our products, and we learn how we can take our visions from our own unique companies and blend them into, a bigger picture setting. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being here, and thanks for your support. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Okay, here we are at Ponce City Market. It's great to be back here again with my colleague Karsten, and we are here in Atlanta for the Retail Loco Executive Summit, which was a super successful event with a lot of great speakers. More to come on the summary of that shortly. But we also want to tell you a little bit about our upcoming events, so I'll hand over to Karsten for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So next event will be beginning of December. We are in Munich for a joint booth at ISPOI exhibition, the biggest sports and sports goods fair we have done in Europe. So we have a joint booth there with all members. Then we are heading to Munich, beginning of the year, so it's April, beginning of April for the Retail Loco conference at the airport of Munich again, together with City Marketing Association,
And then at the end of April, 29th and 30th, we will be in Chicago for the next Retail Loco Executive Summit in partnership with Revolution Agency, so a sports marketing agency, right in the heart of downtown Chicago. So great to be going back there and kind of reconnecting with a lot of our members in that community. So excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And also we want to announce that we will have for this executive summits also a management summary made by our new friend, the AI, and then we will find out how that comes on.
Amazing. So yeah, thanks everybody, and we hope to see you in person soon, if not online. But always great to reconnect with the community.
What about our sponsors?
Oh yes, our sponsors. So yes, let's thank our sponsors for the most recent event. So Svarmany, Ground Level Insights, Optex, the leader in sensor innovation, and Sparkfly. So thanks.
Oh, we forgot someone.
And Ponce City Market. Of course, we are at Ponce City Market. market. So
They're great. They hosted
yes.
us amazing. So
Yes.
it was amazing, including a tour. So we saw all the new retail facilities
Yeah.
and also the connection between living in the future, working, and lastly, retail. So it's interesting what they did out of this old Sears building. Yes.
Yeah, amazing. Just completely reinvented it. Taking it over from a very sort of depressed Atlanta, community and converted it into something really amazing. So
Thanks for
great
being
to be
here.
here. Thank you.